There was blood on the sand, and it wasn't mine. I was alone 3 days into what was supposed to be a simple exploration trip. Now, it was a fight to make it off Cannibal Island alive. But let me start from the beginning, day one. So this all started because my friend Jake found this post on a survival forum. It said there was a tiny, uninhabited island off the coast of Papua New Guinea. Locals called it Nukumora, which roughly translates to the Island of Shadows. We thought it was perfect for a 3-day survival challenge. No food, no tent, just our knives, a camera, and whatever we could find. Yeah, I know, it sounds like the start of every bad idea ever. The boat ride took 2 hours. The closer we got, the quieter it got. Even the seagulls disappeared. The island looked wrong. Dark green trees pressed together like they were hiding something, and the sand wasn't white, it was gray, like ash. The air was thick, heavy, like the island was watching me. Jake laughed it off. Bro, it's just a jungle, you're overthinking it. But an hour in, we found something strange. A fire pit, still warm. Someone had been here, recently. We called out nothing, just whined through the trees. We decided to set up camp near the beach just before sunset. Made a small shelter, started a fire, cooked a few crabs. But that night, I woke up to footsteps. Jake was out cold. I froze, listening step, step, step. I grabbed my flashlight, swung it toward the noise. Nothing, but then I noticed something at the tree line. A marking carved into a tree. A symbol, 2 circles with a jagged line through them, like eyes watching. That's when I realized this island wasn't empty. When I woke up, Jake was already gone. He said he wanted to explore the north side, so I grabbed the camera and followed the shoreline. About half a mile in, I found more of those markings, but this time they were fresh. Still dripping with what looked like animal blood, or at least I hoped it was animal. Around noon, I found a clearing, and in the center was something that made my stomach turn. A pile of bones, not animal, human. They were clean, stripped, arranged in a circle. Then I heard shouting Jake's voice deep in the jungle. "Help, dude, help me." I ran. Branches slapped my face, roots caught my feet. The screaming got louder, then suddenly stopped. When I found him, Jake was gone. All that was left was his knife, and drag marks in the dirt. Pause, breathing shaky, that's when I saw them. 2 figures painted in white ash standing at the edge of the trees. They didn't move, didn't blink, just stared. I backed away slowly and bolted. I didn't stop running until I hit the beach. But when I got there, our boat was gone. Beat, dragged into the ocean, or taken. Now it was just me in them. That night was the longest of my life. I made a fire, hoping it would scare them off. But every few minutes I'd hear it. Whispers, soft laughter, something circling the camp. And then a voice right behind me. "Leave before the feast." I spun around, flashlight trembling, nothing. I barely slept, just waited for dawn. When morning came, I started searching for a way out. Climbed a ridge, and that's when I saw it. A small hut made of bamboo, hidden in the trees. Inside were bones, skulls, and carvings. But on the wall, I found something that froze me. A piece of Jake's shirt, torn, stained, and next to it a photo of another group, tourists, smiling, dated 2 months ago. None of them had ever come back. I had to get off this island. I didn't care how. I followed the coast until I reached the eastern cliffside. From there, I could see a current strong enough to carry me out to sea if I had something to float on, so I built a raft. Tied together bamboo, driftwood, vines, whatever I could find. By sunset, it was ready, but as I pushed it into the water, they appeared. 5 of them, covered head to toe in ash, wearing necklaces made of teeth. One of them stepped forward, holding Jake's knife. He pointed it at me and smiled. I jumped into the raft, kicked off, and paddled like hell. Arrows hit the water beside me. One grazed my arm. I didn't look back. I just kept paddling. The island grew smaller behind me, but even miles out, I could still hear them, the chanting, echoing over the waves, like they were calling me back. The Coast Guard found me 2 days later, drifting half-conscious near a shipping route. Dehydrated, sunburned, delirious. They never found Jake, or the island. Satellite scans showed nothing where I said it was, just open ocean. But here's the thing, last week, I got a package, no return address. Inside was a piece of bamboo, carved with 2 circles and a jagged line, so maybe I never really left the island. That trip changed me. I used to think survival was just about building fires, catching fish, pushing limits. But now I know the real danger isn't the wilderness. It's what watches from the dark when you think you're alone. If you ever see that symbol, 2 circles, 1 jagged line, run, because some places aren't meant to be found.